Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to my channel for another Hot Toys Secret Base figure preview video. Now before we begin, as always, I have to say a huge thank you to Ryan Kirkwood for going out in person and snapping these glorious high-res pictures. Show Ryan some love in the comments below, cause without him, this series quite literally wouldn't be possible. If you are looking to pre-order your very own Super Battle Droid, he is available with toyswonderland.com. Link for that is in the description below. They do have installment plans and a reward system. Now, I knew this guy was coming, eventually, but I didn't think it was going to be so soon, and not for Attack of the Clones. I thought Hot Toys would save this guy maybe for Revenge of the Sith, maybe for Clone Wars and that anniversary, but you know what, I'm not going to complain. I'm just happy we have a Super Battle Droid, so I and a bunch of other crazy collectors can pick up a whole bunch and build our droid army. Unfortunately though, he only comes with one accessory, and it's a doozy. It's a missing arm. You can attach it to his arm and have the rest of it not be there. There are some scratches, it's decently painted, but why are there no blast effects? Why is there no swap out rocket? Kind of like from Battlefront 2. I mean, Mace Windu has a Clone Wars look, so he's not just specifically based off Episode 2. Why did you only base the Super Battle Droid off Episode 2? Maybe they're going to make more in the future, who knows? And the display base, Hot Toys, what the hell? No, you didn't. The same old tried and true footprint style display base, but I don't know if y'all know, Hot Toys, the Super Battle Droid, his feet aren't the shape of regular people feet. They're a lot skinnier, they're a lot more robotic, so hopefully they change it before he releases, but we already know they won't. It's not ideal, but for me at least, it's not a deal breaker. If it is for you, I understand. The Battle Droid himself though, no complaints from me, he is stunning. Not only is the sculpt work really sharp and angular, like it should be for the Super Battle Droid, but all of the joints, they were already designed as part of the character design for the movie. All of the moving parts and pieces, they're supposed to be there for the look of the figure. Or in the case of the film, the droid, because it's a robot. All of these joints, they're already exposed. It's a match made in heaven for 1/6 scale. It almost looks entirely seamless, as it should. The big question here though is, how will he articulate? Is he going to be great for posing, or is he going to be terrible at it? Well, we'll have to wait and see when he eventually comes out, but with all of the joints already being engineered into the design, fingers crossed it's all smooth sailing. Not that these guys got into crazy action-packed dynamic poses anyway, but all of the iconic poses like walking around and pointing their blaster at someone, he should be able to get those done. Now his ab section, it's very well detailed, but also very clean. The rest of him is quite filthy, there's dirt and grime and chipping and an overall grungy vibe. Whereas this section, the sculpt work is very crispy. I don't mind actually that there's a little bit of contrast here. Having the dirty sections alongside the clean sections, it just adds a little bit more visual interest. It does look as though it's made of two pieces, but I looked at some reference and that actually looks fairly accurate to the movie. Like I said, they had to think about how these things were made, how they would function, how they would click or snap together in the droid factory, so there would be seams, there would be creases, and there would be mechanical details that Hot Toys were very happy to cash in on. Now, his front nose, or snoot section, if you will, is a little bit more of a coppery, almost gold. That's not something I kind of associate with the Super Battle Droid, but I guess it adds, once again, some more visual interest. I would have preferred if it was the same color as the rest of the body, but maybe you like this color. Let me know down below. Now, I did look at some reference pics. In fact, I'm looking at one literally right now just to make sure my information is accurate. And depending on the scene, his snoot was this color or it wasn't. Now, where I think Hot Toys went wrong isn't necessarily the color, but the finish. I think his snoot, along with the top of his head where his eyes are, is a little bit more chromy. Therefore, on Geonosis, in the sandy, warm-coloured orange environment, it reflected a little bit more orange. Whereas, in reality, the Super Battle Droid is all one colour. I could be wrong, just based off the screenshots I'm looking at, that's how it comes across to me. Also, if you're wondering if his red dot lights up like in the movie, no, I don't think it does. Now, I could be completely wrong. I've just looked at Hot Toys product listings and they don't mention LEDs anywhere. So I'm thinking it doesn't. I am hoping I'm wrong and it's a pleasant surprise when we get this guy, but if it doesn't, Hot Toys, please, don't Photoshop your pictures to have it lit up, where in reality, it can't. He also has fully articulated fingers, which is a good thing because it doesn't come with any hands. So you have to make do with these, but there are a ton of joints there, so I think you should be perfectly fine when it comes to posing. Speaking of posing, you can see his arm can go all the way up, which I like because he can get in a blasting pose. Now, this would have been the moment where Hot Toys could have snapped on a blast effect onto that twin barrel blaster, but he doesn't have one. Now, the blaster is very nicely sculpted. There's no denying that. It's some very fine and intricate sculpt work on display here, but that blast effect, I'm sorry, I won't mention it again. I just would have loved to have seen that here. It would have been a nice touch, especially if you were army building. You could have had some blasting and some not blasting. You could have also taken off that blaster and snapped on the rocket like in Battlefront. So many opportunities for Hot Toys to make more of these guys. I just would have liked to have seen it all here. Now, there will be variants. Hot Toys don't usually invest in a brand new body with new engineering like this guy has and only make one. So only time will tell how many Super Battle Droids we end up getting for the collection. Now, if you're looking to pick up 1, 2, 3, 4 or more of these guys, they are available from toyswonderland.com. Link for that is in the description below. They do have installment plans and a reward system. While you're down there, why not hit that subscribe, bell notification icon and join button if you like the sound of seeing your name in the end credits of my reviews. Like, comment and subscribe. We'll catch you in the next video.